Hello everyone. Uh Sorry I haven't posted in a while. It's just my plans for videos kind of fell apart over after Thanksgiving due to the lack of snow, and I was originally going to go skiing at Alta over Thanksgiving, but they delayed their opening so I couldn't go. But yeah, I'm just going to give a little short update about the snowpack situation, and also we're getting super close to Christmas, and I'm super excited to actually finally get to go skiing. And hopefully I should put out a couple videos, maybe a few short videos over Christmas break, one or two or three. I don't know. I don't really know yet. Because I don't have my proper editing equipment up in the mountains. But yeah. Anyway, let's get right into the snowpack update. Okay, first off, I'm going to show the map of the West-wide Snowtail basin averages. And here it is. So you can see that, like, states like Montana and, like, Wyoming and Colorado are doing a little bit better than the other states. They're still below average, but they're doing okay. But then the further west you go, the worse it gets. Idaho, Utah, Arizona, and New Mexico are pretty far behind average. They're like at 50% average, while the other states I mentioned earlier were like 70 percent average. And then you go to like California, Nevada, and Washington and Oregon. Those states are doing terrible right now. Like, I looked at the Mount Bachelor webcams this morning or earlier today, and they just don't have snow. It's really bad out there, but at least there's snow in the forecast, which is good. And then I'm also gonna go through the graphs per state. So like here's Colorado. It's not great. I mean, 10th percentile, that's bad, but yeah, it's decently behind average. And then California is basically the worst it's ever been at this time of year, 0 percentile. Utah is doing better than some of the other states, 9th percentile. Idaho, 2nd percentile, though it's actually had a little dip, not good. Montana, it's the closest to being average. It's only 20th percentile though, but it's 88% of median, so I don't know. And then Nevada is about as low as it's ever been, 2 percentile. New Mexico is at the 26th percentile, so it's actually doing like the best, relatively speaking, except for Montana. And then Oregon is like by far the worst ever at this time of year, 0 percentile. And then Wyoming is the 11th percentile, 77% of median. I mean, that's not terrible. Washington, 2nd percentile, 39% of median. That's really bad. But Oregon, I think, is doing the worst. 10% of median. Oh, that's really bad. Here's the 15-day snowfall forecast for the western U.S. and parts of Canada. You can see here that the further north you get, generally, the better the snow is. Because, so Utah and Colorado are getting less. They're getting, around, a foot, 1 to 2 feet of snow in places. The Wind Rivers and Tetons of Wyoming are going to receive anywhere between 4 to generally 6 feet, but some portions could get more than that. The Bitterroots of Idaho are going to get about the same amount, as well as the high peaks of northern Montana and Idaho. Big Sky may not get as much, more similar to the Colorado resorts. And then California is going to get a ton of snow. The resorts there could get 5 to 6 feet, possibly. And then the resorts in Oregon, maybe a little less. But maybe with the exception of Timberline and Mount Hood Meadows, those are going to get, the peaks of Mount Hood are going to get over 100. And then you get into Washington and you can see Whistler on the map there, and I have no words. Oh, it's over 100 inches. So they're having a really good season. And then, yeah. So I'm going to do an update regarding the amount of terrain opening are open in each at a bunch of ski areas in Colorado, and some in the other parts of the West. But here's like Colorado, where Wolf Creek has the most open, and the rest have several hundred acres open. Generally, the Epic resorts have done a better job at getting more terrain open. But if you want to get the most terrain on Icon, then your best bet is to go to either Snowmass or Copper. And then if you add a bunch of other resorts in the West, you see that Colorado is not doing well compared to a lot of the other areas. I mean, the resorts in Utah are doing about the same as us here, but in California, it's mixed. Mammoth is doing amazing, but Palisades is doing terrible. And then Jackson Hole and Big Sky are pretty decent. Schweitzer is barely visible, but Whistler, Banff, and Lake Louise have so much more open than anywhere else. So if you want to do a Christmas vacation, definitely go to Canada. Do not go to the US. And that's it for today's video. I'm sorry again that I haven't posted in a while, but I should hopefully get something out over Christmas. Maybe some POVs of some of the skiing I do. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more skiing videos this winter. I'm finally gonna get to go skiing, so that's gonna be a nice refresh. And thank you. Bye.